Welcome back everybody to another edition of my videos here. Today I got you a Wi-Fi battle match here against the Shokkushi or something like that. It is the same guy that I battled in my last video. We had a battle today, I think a couple of hours ago. That's when we had this battle. And right now I'm just narrating it. As you can see, his team is basically just completely made of overused Pokemon. My team is basically, there are like 3 or 4 overused Pokemon in my team. And, you know, once again, guys, I'm using my team because I like my team. I think the Pokemons that are included in my team are pretty amazing. And not only because they have potential or they have power, but also because they look amazing and they are just everyone's favorite. That's why I like them. And that's why I like my team a lot. So as you can see, this guy, or Shokku, is going to start with his Rotom Wash form. He's going to go for the Volt Switch, and I stay in with my Charizard. Why did I do that? I don't even know. I just wanted to see if he was Choice Scarfed or whatever. I really wanted to go for the Air Slash nonetheless. I was like hoping for a flinch or something like that. But then again, he completely outsped me, and that means he's Choice Scarfed, so I know that for the future in this match. So I go for the Air Slash, and I ended up hitting his Tentacruel, which he just sent out. And I'm gonna make a switch into Shellterror, which is gonna be my Torterra. Now, I could pretty much predict this move. It was really predictable, but I was like, you know what? I think it's not super effective. It's just neutral damage. Scald is not powerful. And on top of that, Tentacruel, I don't think that guy trained his Tentacruel in special attack. Most of the time, these guys are trained in special defense and HP and defense and that kind of things, just to make them as annoying as they possibly can be. So, you know, I'm not in a very bad position. He Toxics me, which is, you know, it's fine by me, because I go for the Wood Hammer, actually predicting a switch into his Rotom Wash form, because, I mean, he could have predicted the Earthquake, let's be real here. But he didn't, yo. He stayed in and went for the Toxic. Well, that's fine with me. Right now, he is definitely going to predict the Wood Hammer once again, and he's gonna go out into his Guard Jump, which has rough skin, and you will see it later in this game. I go for the Earthquake instead of the Wood Hammer, just thinking, well, you know what, if this guy decides to switch, it's definitely not going to be Rotom Wash form, because he might be fearing the Wood Hammer, which would definitely take out his Wash form in one shot. So therefore I go for the Earthquake. Now that his Garchomp is out in the field, I'm thinking, you know what, I really definitely, you know, I should stay in, because he could potentially go for the Substitute, Sword Dance, even Fire Fang, Earthquake, or Outrage, whatever it was going to be. I think that Torterra could at least take it. I just, you know, I risk it. I was like, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go for the Synthesis. But then he decided to make a switch into his Rotom, and I was like, oh wait, what? What did you do that for? I don't know. But then I was talking to him on Skype, and he went for the Volt Switch, and of course that doesn't affect Torterra, of course. And I was like, dude, I just predicted the living crap out of you, because I was pretty sure you would predict a switch into something else on my team. Therefore I stayed in, and I completely owned your ass. So I go for the Wood Hammer. I take him out immediately. It, you know, this Toxic is really racking up damage on my Torterra, so I really need to be careful now. I'm going to make a switch, because now he sends out Ferrothorn, and Leech Seed is not going to do jack shit to that thing. Synthesis is completely useless, because the Toxic will do even more damage the more turns go by, and Earthquake is neutral damage. It's not gonna do that much, because, you know, Ferrothorn has an amazing defense, and Wood Hammer is not super effective. So yeah, switching out was the best option that I had. So I go out into my Charizard, and I'm in Blaze range, by the way, and I do have Charcoal as my hit, you know, health item. I don't know why I'm using Charcoal, but I thought it was really funny, so I did it anyways. So in comes this Charizard, which completely gets annihilated. I mean, it did about 65% damage, that Flamethrower, which is not super effective, by the way. And that was an amazing amount of damage. So he goes for the Mag Punch after I went for the Endure, just to see what move this guy is going to use, so I can get a little bit of a picture in my head of what kind of Infernape this is. He goes for the Mag Punch, and I'm thinking, well, this might be an expert build Infernape, so I really need to be careful right now. So I made a switch into Star, thinking, well, you know, close combat, Fire Punch, Mag Punch, Overheat, whatever this guy is probably going to throw at me, Starmie can definitely take it. So I go out into Starmie, I go for the Rapid Spin, just freaking Rapid Spin away everything that this guy has set up on my field or whatever not. So in comes Ferrothorn, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm not going to stay in here, because there is a high probability that this guy will go for the Power Whip, and that will definitely devastate my Starmie. So I'm going to make a smart switch into a Pokemon that is 4 times resistant to that move, and that is going to be my Jamega. Now I go for it, and he definitely does what I predicted him to do, and then I went for the bug buzz just to do as much damage as I possibly can. It did about like 50% damage, honestly. I think that's 50%. But then after the leftovers recovery that he got, he went back to like 55% or something like that, or 60%, close to 60%. But anyways, he sets up the rocks on my field once more, and then starts to go for the protect, and that's really annoying, you know, because right now I have to rapid spin those things away again. And I really don't feel like, because this guy might not give me another chance to rapid spin them away. So I really need to stay in with Jamega, because I don't have any other option. Might I not be able to rapid spin the rocks away later on in this game, then Jamega is completely useless. So I might as well just stay in here and try to finish off this guy. So he's racking up time with protect the whole time, just trying to, I don't know, he's just trying to be annoying and to get a little bit of leftovers recovery. But even if he stays in, he's definitely going down. So the fact that, you know, he's going to use protect just to switch out with as much HP as possible. So he goes out into his Jirachi, and now I have a little bit of knowledge about this Jirachi. I know this Jirachi's Choice Scarf because I've battled this guy before, and he used the same Jirachi on me the battle before. So I know this thing is Choice Scarfed, and I decided to stay in, you know, because I was like, you know, even if this guy goes for the Iron Head, Fire Punch, or whatever he might go for, I don't think he's going to take me out, because those are physical attacks, and Jamega has an amazing defense stat. But then he goes for the Thunderbolt, and I'm like, what? And it doesn't kill me. That's even more amazing. It doesn't kill me. I mean, that's a hell of a weak Thunderbolt, seriously. So I go for the Bug Buzz and I take him out. Now, then he decided to bring out his Garchomp, and he goes for the Fire Fang and takes me out. Well, that's fine by me. I mean, Jamega did an amazing job, so I'm gonna send out my Shell Terror, which is going to be my Torterra now. As you can see, the amount of HP that I have left, I don't think that I can take at least anything that this guy is going to throw at me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use this guy as Death Father, and I'm just gonna go for the Wood Hammer. So I go for the Wood Hammer, and for some random reason, he decided to make a switch into his Ferrothorn, and don't even ask me why he did that. However, it did in fact work in his favor, because I mean, Ferrothorn can take Wood Hammer all day, every day. Alright, it's 4 times resistant to it, and I don't think that I'm in a very good position right now. So I might as well just go for the Earthquake, because it's neutral damage, it's stabbed, and it might just do the amount of damage necessary to take him out. And it does. I mean, it does. I mean, that's, wow, I was surprised. I mean, like, Torterra is really powerful. Torterra is powerful. Wow, that surprised me. So, for, you know, that thing is out of the way, and in comes his Infernape. He goes for the Fire Punch. It's super effective, takes me out. It was to be expected. And right now I'm thinking, you know, I could bring out my luckiest. I don't think that a normal Fire Punch, not even expert belted, will be enough to take me out. But then after he freaking punched my face with a Fiery Fist and takes out my Jirachi with not even a critical hit, I was like, wait a second, are you choice banded? And then he said on Skype, yes, I am choice banded. I'm like, oh my god, I am such an idiot. I think I just blew the opportunity to win this game, right? I was like devastated. I was like, fuck, I'm done. But that was not the case. I bring out my Starmie. He decided to stay and goes for the Fire Punch, choice banded by the way. And it does a decent amount of damage. It does, in fact, do a little bit of damage. So I take him out with a Surf, and I'm actually thinking he's got a Garchomp left, he's got a Tentacruel left. What else does he have left? I can't quite remember. So I'm thinking, well, in comes the Tentacruel. I'm fine with that. I can go for the Recover. I don't think this guy has anything on his move arsenal that can pretty much damage my Starmie that much. But then I forgot. I mean, he goes for the Toxic, and I'm like, oh crap, wait. I don't have Nature Cure on Starmie. I really don't have Nature Cure on this thing. It has Analytic or something like that. I don't know. A move that actually makes Starmie more powerful after it actually attacked last. So yeah, that's a very good you know, ability. But anyways, I'm gonna go for the Rapid Spin to Rapid Spin away the rocks that he put before, and I do in fact do that. Then he goes for the Scold, and I'm thinking, well, this could potentially be a match between Tentacruel and Starmie where we're gonna take a shit ton of time before we actually take each other out. So I'm thinking, you know what, I don't have the time to mess around with this guy. So I am going to make a switch into Tyranitar. And now you guys might think, but this guy just used Scald. What are you thinking, Casador? It's super effective. No, guys, take it easy. Even if it goes for Scald, it's not going to take me out. There is no fucking way in this world that this Tentacruel can take me out with one single Scald. There is no way. And even if it burns me, I have Lumberry. So I just wanted to take out the Tentacruel, and I do so. But as you could see right there, he went for the substitute, and I was like, oh my god, that's quite a stupid move, you know, but I believe he thought he had enough HP to make a substitute, but that was not the case. Then he brings out his last Pokemon, which is gonna be his Garch, but I'm thinking that if this guy just goes for the Earthquake, I'm pretty much done for. I don't think Starmie can live through it, I don't think Tyranitar can live through it, but then he goes for the Swords Dance, and I was like, oh... wait, did you just give me the win? What just happened? I don't know. So I go for the Ice Punch, takes him out. I win this game 2-0, and then I ask him on Skype, what were you thinking? Why did you not attack? He was like, well, I was scared of Starmie being you know, being a Pokemon that is potentially going to take out my Garchomp. So I was like, yeah, but you could just go for Earthquake and take out everybody. But it wasn't really that, you know, he didn't believe in his Garchomp. He didn't really thought that he had the potential power to take out both of my last guys. So yeah, a very bad miscalculation in his head. He thought I would switch into Starmie. Did not happen. So yeah, that sucks for him. The game is mine. I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this vid, and I'll see you guys later. Well, I don't really see you guys. I will talk to you later in my next video, so take care.